morning on day 2 of our South Dakota adventures. Today we are going to Hot Springs, South Dakota, which is about an hour away from us, and we are going to look at some mammoths. We're going to this Mammoth Site where they actually discovered like 50 mammoths, and they are like all excavated in the rock like all around you, and you can walk around and stuff. Let's see, it's this Mammoth Site of Hot Springs. Yeah, so it should be cool. Sandmark scientists dig for tooth replicas, then use the photos to identify the animal.
Get a shot of the giant short-faced bear. Like, can you imagine that?
This one is, let's see, the Columbian mammoth, I think. Oh, here's Teddy being a big kid down here.
I'm making a bear.
Ooh.
A giant short-faced bear.
The bone itself was a molar and it belonged to the Columbian mammoth, whose life-size cutout is across the bone bed right in front of us. Columbian mammoths were much larger than today's Asian elephants. An Asian elephant could actually walk under the Columbian mammoth's head and not even brush his chin. If we look to the left of the Columbian mammoth cutout, we will see a cutout of the woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoths are one of the animals most associated with the Ice Age. Their tusks were curvier than their Columbian counterparts, and they are famous for the fur coat that they actually grew to adapt to the colder climates. In addition to those two, we have found about 59 other species of animals in this bone bed, so it was not just mammoths that fell in. Now, when you walk around the bone bed, you will see various long, curvy objects, such as these two right here. These are the mammoth's tusks. Tusks are made out of ivory and calcium, and here at the Mammoth Site, we use the tusks to help determine how many mammoths we've excavated so far, as 2 tusks go to 1 mammoth. As of right now, the Mammoth Site has excavated 122 tusks. So simple division says we have 61 mammoths. Of that 61, 58 of them are the Columbian mammoth, and 3 are the woolly mammoth. Of the 61 mammoths that fell into our sinkhole, all of them are male mammoths. The reason for that is a mammoth herd the oldest female.
Girls so smarter. Just saying.
All right, now the real reason that it's all male mammoths is in a mammoth herd, the oldest female had dominance, which means that grandma laid down all the rules. Now, when male mammoths would reach their adolescence age or teenage years, they would start to roughhouse, cause trouble, give grandma a big headache. So eventually they got kicked out of the herd until they're mature enough to have their own. These stray mammoths were more likely to fall into our sinkhole, and that is why at the Mammoth Site we actually have nearly all teenagers in this bone bed as well. Fact for reference's sake, a giant short-faced bear will be able to look the Columbian mammoth in the eyes. Now right here, this skull is unfortunately a replica. The reason for that is because of how rare a skull actually is. See, there are only 14 giant short-faced bear skulls found around the world, including ours. So as a safety precaution, we remove the skull. If we lift the hole, we will see a mammoth skeleton. This is the most complete mammoth skeleton we have here. He is 47 years old, making him so old his bones actually fuse together. Something unique that this mammoth skeleton still actually has is he still has his stylohyoid bone, or tongue support bone. The stylohyoid was connected to a series of muscles instead of any legitimate bone, rendering it very fragile. Scientists say if this bone was still in Fall River, it would not have lasted 100 yards. Look up above the mammoth skeleton and you'll see a skull on a dirt pedestal. This is the most well-preserved skull we have here. The only imperfection this skull actually has is a chip on his left tusk, as opposed to the skull above him, who isn't as pretty, is much larger.
Jeez, Teddy, you got a really big chin.
Oh, tell me about it. Butt chin.
Butt chin.
And this was the woolly and this is the Columbian?
Other way around, I think.
Why is the Columbians be bigger though?
Oh.
I don't know, whatever. It's cool.
I eat.
They explain this is how the sinkhole started. Pre-collapse. Mammoths are just chilling. Limestone down here. Limestone broke apart. Water went up. Mammoths went for a swim. Couldn't get out. And then the mud, and they all got stuck. Row. And then this happened. And they're all stuck in there. We just finished up at the Mammoth Site. It was awesome.
Really cool.
It was really cool. Yeah, I'm surprised that they don't like dig and stuff year round.
Well, but it's all volunteer work, so.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really cool to see. And now we are at
Cold Lake Recreation Area.
Cold Lake Recreation Area. It's a beautiful lake. We're gonna sit here and eat some lunch and kind of explore. And yeah, then just drive around Hot Springs some more and see what else we can find. Maybe actually find some natural hot springs. There's like a water park natural hot spring place called Evans Plunge. But I don't know if we're gonna go there. There's like water slides and stuff, more for kids. But yeah, we want to go try to find some natural hot springs and go swimming and hang out.
Or at least dip our feet in.
Yeah.